You're listening to Concrete Evidence, your one-stop shop for building and construction information in Kenya. I'm your host Beatrice, and today we will be talking about lowering the costs of building your home, tips on building your home on a tight budget. The lack of affordable housing is frustrating home buyers. If that's your situation, you may be looking for the cheapest way to build a house. There are a lot of different options available to take advantage of. Simplify your home's design. The cheapest way to build a home is to design a simple box. Sticking to a square or a rectangular floor plan or a shape as close to this as possible makes the building and design simple. If you're worried a box-style home isn't going to be attractive, consider that you can make the exterior more interesting with landscaping, shutters, lighting, and other decor options. Try a tiny home. There's a reason tiny houses are increasing in popularity. They cost less to build and can be built for people who wish to have a starter home. So many of your materials are going to be priced per square foot, which means the more the square footage, the more it will cost, and therefore the less the square footage, the less it will cost. So decide to build a tiny home today. Also consider hiring an experienced home builder. This is because an experienced home builder might cost more than one with little to no experience, but you likely make up the cost during the building process. So an experienced builder can help you figure out where to spend and where to save, and they'll probably have creating money-saving ideas as well. And they may help you avoid problems before they arise since they have a lot of experience. So you can save costs by becoming your own general contractor. You may still want to work with an architect or download plans for a home from the internet. So acting as your own contractor is one way to save on costs. If you're able to do a lot of the work yourself, this can be one of the cheapest ways to build a house. That said, some of the work should still be delegated to subcontractors if this is your first time building a house. So get your design plans approved. Waiting and redesigning your home can cost a lot. Any changes you make to your building plan during the construction process can also add significantly the total cost of the build. And you will spend a lot of time and money waiting for the permits to be approved. Plus, if you start work without getting them approved first by the county, you risk being charged a hefty fine or having to redo work that you already have done. Budget, plan, and price out all the items. Don't wait until the end to be surprised by the cost. Create a budget and price out everything that you expect to spend on your new home. While you may not have a perfect estimate right from the beginning, starting to get a handle on the costs can help you through the entire building process. Whenever prices change or a cost gets added, make sure you add it to your budget. It should be a live document that changes as your plans change. Choose building materials wisely. Different types of building materials will have different costs. Choosing cost-effective materials can help keep the project affordable. You can use reclaimed materials, prefabs, bricks, shipping containers, among others. For a more in-depth discussion on this, we have a podcast exploring these options, and it will be linked down below. Consider buying materials at a discount. Materials are going to be one of your biggest costs, if not the biggest of the job. So if you can cut your materials budget, you'll significantly reduce the cost to build your own home. When you begin shopping, ask each supplier if they offer a builder's discount. So even if you'll not be purchasing materials in a large enough quantity to qualify, it doesn't hurt to ask. You can even ask your contractor to purchase items for you using their own discount. Consider adding energy-efficient home features for savings and tax rebates. Going green when building has a cost-saving reason for that. Using energy-efficient materials, including better insulation and high-efficiency windows, may cost more upfront but can ultimately save money for homeowners over the years. Consider solar panels or wind energy as a power source, as these could also be zero-rated tax-free installations. DIY as much as you can. Are there certain finishes in your home you'd love to have but can't afford? It's time to watch some videos and give it a try yourself. Going the DIY route can save you money, especially when it comes to things like painting or laying flooring. But not all jobs you can DIY will be a money saver. If you don't know how to do some of the big jobs like plumbing or electrical, it may cost you more to have someone fix your mistakes down the road. So the bottom line is this: home building can be a financially viable alternative for people who are wondering if they should buy a home. However, there are many advantages to taking the most straightforward path of buying a pre-existing dwelling, as well as many disadvantages. We have explored this in our podcast, Should You Buy or Build a House? And we have explored the pros and the cons of each of them. You can now catch the conversations in our podcast, now available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Amazon Music, and Audible. Until next time, have a good day.